Lifting weights and why?
Well, it actually started when I was probably about 13 years old, and it stemmed from being kind of a big kid but a chubby kid, and being teased about being chubby. And I always kind of had this fantasy, looking at some magazines, looking at like Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff like that, of unzipping this fat and emerging this muscular person. So that's what got me into the weight training originally.
Now, you started to take steroids?
I actually started to take steroids when I was 15 years old.
Who gave you the idea to take these steroids?
I had a bodybuilding, powerlifting coach at that time that prescribed them to me. Didn't know what they were, but I was definitely taking them.
You talk about it stunts your growth. What other damage did it do to your body as a result?
Well, at that time, being 15 years old, you're still growing. You're linear growth. You're still growing, and it prematurely sealed the ends of your bones. That only took 6 weeks for that. Hadn't taken any steroids for 6 years till I turned 21 years old. And since then, by May, we could pass these around. These were removed from my nipples. It's called gynecomastia. It's a byproduct of androgenic steroids that produce these masses underneath. The males have mammary glands, and they swell up, and they hurt. You can see the size of these things, and I had them removed so I could show people like you, don't do it. So you go ahead and check it out. Besides that, you're talking sexual extreme function, dysfunction, acne like this, all over you, loss of hair. And then there's roid rage, which is being physically angry.
What made you decide to stop taking steroids?
Well, it was the side effects. It was the problems. It was from losing girlfriends, losing friends, getting in fights, chronic acne, goes on and on.
Didn't you know not to take any drugs from anybody else or steroids from anybody else?
Well, I think when you're at that age, you'll do what it takes, and you don't really know that it's bad. I had a coach that was like a big brother, father image to me that I trusted. And at that time, steroids weren't as known to be so detrimental, especially to someone that age. That's irreversible.
Do you ever worry about the long-term effects, if there are any, from taking the steroids?
I have, but we don't know yet. Because we're still seeing what's happening. You're seeing more and more competitive bodybuilders, because they are so glamorized with steroids, dying. You're going to see a lot more, I think.
That was Straight Talking Teens, a show in San Francisco that I volunteered to do at many different schools, exercise phys classes, and I just really wanted to show the community and youth what it does. Just try to give it back and do the drug-free thing for a while. Just help out the kids.